What is up, fellas, ladies, gentlemen? I feel like it's been a long time since we've hung out. I am running a little late, beating Casey and Eric. Excited to go do some turkey hunting. It's been since November since the three of us have actually had a chance to get out and hunt. So, should be a good time. I am packing. Look at all these goodies I'm packing. We got a lot of shipments today. I think the guys are gonna be really happy I just showed up. Look at him. Look at him just hanging out.
All right, guys, it is mid-May, and let me just tell you how happy I am because we are up here in beautiful northern Utah, up here with our friends from Thompson Long Range. Scott and Mark gave us permission to come up here and hunt turkeys. But also another reason we're happy is because Casey just got his new bow.
Dude, you guys can, I'm gonna set this up tonight and shoot turkeys with it tomorrow.
Tonight, yeah.
That's all it takes. Check it out, dude.
Let's see.
Carbon Defiant.
You did get carbon?
Carbon Defiant.
Are you serious?
You serious?
B-Mac brought the goods.
Santa Mac.
B-Mac, dude, come
Santa
check
Mac.
it out. B-Mac is down.
All I end up doing is bring these guys goodies. That's all I do.
We're pretty lucky, guys. We work with some really good companies that support us and our channel, but Casey just got his Hoyt. I just dropped mine off at Wild Arrow Archery, and we got the new Weatherby rifles that we're gonna hunt with.
6.5 by 300s.
We also got Weatherby shotguns. Their new shotguns this year, the Element. We're gonna be shooting turkeys this weekend with them. So we're gonna set up a little practice range and try shooting them.
Yeah,
you gonna open that?
We need to get those shotguns out and pattern them. You guys know what that is? I don't even know what I know what it is. But you think of a shotgun, you shoot it, you know, shotgun that spreads out. Different chokes cause it to, you know, spread out more or less. We got full chokes in, right?
Eric and I have full choke. I put modified in yours.
Modified because I'll get the turkeys a lot closer. I'm a better caller than these guys. But so anyways, but it's good to shoot a target and see exactly where that shotgun's hitting, because a turkey, you don't want to just shoot him in the body. You want to shoot its head off, really.
I want to aim right at the base of the neck. Is what they use. That's kind of like the go-to spot.
Look at that.
Man, that is a pretty rifle.
She's gorgeous.
Dang.
She's gorgeous.
We'll probably grab our Vortex optics and come up here with Mark and Scott. They'll probably help us put them together, make sure they're shooting straight, and get them all sighted in. You hear that? They're shooting at their shooting range down the mountain. They shoot up to 1,000 yards here. It's really cool. This is their property, guys. We're pretty lucky we get to come hunt turkeys on private property. We got a great view. We're going to be shooting some cooking videos.
Great view.
And putting up the jumping jack.
Some elk burgers tonight. Sitting around the camp chef, looking at this view.
Pretty sweet.
That's what it's all about, man.
It's good to be back together. It's been too long.
I know.
November.
I don't know how many of you guys know this, but I live in Salt Lake. B-Mac lives right here in Salt Lake with me, and Casey lives in Idaho, so we don't always get together like this, but when we do, we make it fun.
Always get to have play dates, guys, so when we do, it's real exciting. When our wives and our parents let us have play dates, we take advantage of them. Today's a play date.
Camp is set. Love these jumping jacks. Cool, huh? All right, guys, welcome to our turkey hunt 2016. We've got the new Weatherby Element Shotguns that we're gonna give a try. And all three of us are up here getting a hunt together. So Casey's on the camera today. Me and B-Mac are packing heat. B-Mac is the expert here. Me, I've never hunted turkeys. I did shoot a hen in Missouri, but it was just out of a blind, not really calling or anything. So I have no experience doing this. I'm counting on B-Mac and Casey.
I wouldn't classify myself as an expert per se.
Dude, look at this guy. He's got all the gear and the mouth calls.
I've called in a couple turkeys. But these ones are in Utah. The other ones are in Oregon. Let's see if they speak the same language. But there's 2 jakes down in this field here, and we've got some birds gobbling up here. So we're gonna follow the gobbles because that's more fun.
Yeah, we're gonna go up high. We got about an hour to get it done tonight, but we're gonna be out here for a day and a half, so it's gonna be fun. Let's go.
cut low here and try to get by where they're gonna roost tonight. It sounded like they were higher.
Yeah, we could hear them from camp up here. So I think the game plan is to get below them. I think they're gonna roost in the taller trees at the bottom.
Scott was mentioning that they roost a lot of times right down in this basin.
So what are we gonna do? Try to get them to be vocal? And
yeah, I mean, if we can get a little closer and call a little bit, see if we can get one to gobble.
It's gonna be fun.
Let's see.
A lot of people compare turkey calling and turkey hunting to elk hunting. So I love elk hunting. I've never done it with turkeys. Me and Casey tried last year, and we didn't really get them to come in, so I'd love to have that experience. That'd be fun.
This is definitely more elk-ish country compared to your normal turkey hunting where it's like flat and open.
This is pretty cool.
This is steep and rocky and kind of mountainy, but it makes it more fun, I think.
Let's go through here. Can't even see him there.
Because we're hunting some private property, we have to know where the boundaries are. We're not allowed to go to the neighbor's side, so there's 2 turkeys down here. They're coming towards us. But you can tell on the GPS exactly where the neighbor's property boundary is. This is Onyx Maps. This is their 3.0 app too, and that we use, so all you gotta do is use your cell phone. They've got it for like all 50 states, but it's super easy. You have a bunch of different layers you can put on it. Private, topo, I mean, you name it. But it's super helpful when you're out in the field because you can know exactly where you are compared to where you're not supposed to hunt.
That's cool because these 2 birds were way in private. We probably would have never thought to go on them, but now they're starting to move towards us. And that property line is at the top of this meadow down here. I think they're coming up here to roost in these tall trees, so we might be able to cut them off and make something happen. They might just be jakes, but this guy's not picky right here. I'll shoot him.
All right, guys, we went and experienced our first evening of turkey hunting. It wasn't much hunting. We only had 45 minutes.
Turkeys,
we did see some turkeys right down here in this field. Actually, Brian's going down to set up on them. But we had to get back to do a cooking video, which we are doing now. And we did it again.
And we're very
we did it again.
About this one, guys.
Yeah.
We have a burger recipe, I think, on our channel. It did really well. It got a lot of views, and a lot of people hit us up on Instagram after they used it. Casey came up with this one. He was telling me about it, and together we kind of brainstormed a barbecue, bacon, cheese. It will be a cheeseburger. So this is elk meat with chopped bacon. You can see chopped onions, and then there's a bunch of barbecue sauce already mixed in.
So good that way.
So good that way. When you make it, like when you mix it up before and cook it that way, all those flavors get like soaked into the meat versus just adding them on top later. So that's our key.
Yeah, I started doing that, adding barbecue sauce a few months ago. I'm always thinking of things to make regular meals better. Hamburger's good, right? You can do 1,000 different things to a hamburger to make it better. I was like, let's try barbecue sauce in the meat. Plus, when you're cooking game meat has almost absolutely zero fat. And especially if you don't, a lot of people will add like pork fat or cow fat, beef fat to their like elk hamburger. I never do that. I want to keep it as lean as possible. But when you do that, it's a couple things. It's hard to make a patty hold together when there's no, what's the word for fat? You guys know at home.
Lard?
Not lard. I'm an idiot. I can't think of it. Anyways, when there's no fat in it, it's hard to make a patty stick together. So adding stuff like bacon, which, you know, isn't keeping it lean, but bacon tastes good. So, and game fat does not taste good. But you add bacon and like barbecue sauce, it helps those patties stick together. Plus, it won't. It's easy to dry out a wild game burger because there's no fat in it. So adding things like that will help with the flavor, help it stick together, and it's just fun. Okay. All right, we're gonna finish this video because we're ready to eat. Hopefully we're gonna hear a gunshot soon. Brian's just right off this hill. Those turkeys We're right in this field. We can't hunt that field, but they were working their way up, and we can hunt from about there up. So Brian's sitting right here. We're thinking those birds are gonna roost up in that canyon, but who knows?
Wow, we just got the decoys all set up. Got a couple turkey decoys out there. B-Mac is above me. Up here, that's Casey. I'm sitting down a little bit lower just in case the turkey comes down on this lower cut right here. You can see. I'm gonna sit here and call for about an hour and just see if we can get some turkeys coming in. But it's pretty up here, super green.
Us Western boys are getting our butts kicked by these turkeys. We didn't grow up hunting turkeys. Turkeys weren't really around. I mean, they've always kind of been here, but they really just started doing well, what, in the last 10, 15 years?
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they started to do really well to where they have a general season hunting. So
yeah,
that's awesome.
so it is kind of new to us. I've only been hunting them the last 5 years, but you guys out in the east and the south, you guys know what you're doing. We don't, but we're trying to learn. That's why we're out here. But how do you hunt turkeys? Like, this is our question. This is the same question that arises during like archery elk hunting. Like, how do you hunt turkeys when they don't call? When they're not gobbling at all? Like, you know, we could spot and stalk them, I guess, but this stuff's so thick up here, you can't even really do that. Is that a turkey out in that field? See where I'm looking? Hold on. Pause the vlog here. Huh?
No.
You sure?
Yeah.
I can't even spot him. Once you've been out in the woods for a few days looking for something, everything starts looking like that.
Dude, I'm just happy to see like a turkey track or a turkey feather.
We saw some scrapes, huh? Turkey
Anything
poo.
that's turkey related, I'm like, we're tracking them down. But we're not.
We're not. We did walk through an area today when we left Brian. Brian's still up on the hill. He stayed up there all day. We came down to shoot a couple videos during the day, and he wanted to stay up there, so hopefully he got into him. But we walked through an area that definitely looked like it was where they were roosting. There was turkey crap all over the ground, and there were big tall trees, so we're guessing that's where they roost. But anyway, how do you hunt them when they don't call? Like, we go through the same thing when we talk about when we're hunting elk and they quit calling. It's very difficult. You can go sit water or try to pattern them in different ways, but spotting a turkey up in this kind of country is pretty tough, right?
Yeah, it's tough, man. Very tough. Like, we see them down in this field sometimes, which right here is all private property, so we were hoping to get some turkeys coming back up. But if we don't see them on like the road we're walking on, the cut, the only opening, we just don't see them unless they're out in the fields on the private. So I don't really know how to hunt them unless they're making noise.
I'll tell you one thing. We definitely screwed up. They were gobbling this morning, super early. And we just didn't get after it in time. Tomorrow's going to be different. We're going to hunt in the morning and then take off. But we're setting our alarms. First light will be up. Chasing the gobblers. Hopefully they're gobbling again in the morning. But who knows? We're going to go back to camp and make another video. Videos after videos, guys. That's all we do.
I'm not really sure what happened. These turkeys were talking, and we headed up the hill. That was about 11:45 this morning. It's now 6:40, and there hasn't been a gobble for the entire time. It's like they just disappeared on us, so I'm in the area where we've been hearing all the gobbles the last 2 days. It's kind of the last setup for the evening, but we split up. Casey and Eric went to go to a different area, and I'm just going to try to see if this will work. So I got a couple of decoys. I'm just going to try to call for a little bit, see if I can get one to cross my path. It's so weird though. Dang turkeys, sometimes I just don't quite understand them.
Hey, what's the deal with your hammock?
It's wet.
Oh.
I put up my rain guard and I didn't.
Yeah, you even had your own rain guard, didn't use it.
My very own. It was my very own rain guard I had. I didn't put it up and it rained.
We planned a turkey hunt this morning. It's and there's 2 turkeys out there. What do you know? But we got worked last night. I know right now it seems fairly calm out here, but last night we were in the jumping jack and I thought that thing was gonna blow over.
Really?
Thing held up pretty good. Casey had to abandon the hammock and come sleep with us in the. Well, he tried the back of the truck at first.
Wasn't much better.
That wasn't very good.
It's big back there, but it's just not comfortable. So it's basically similar to the hammock. Not comfortable.
Well, that's small, not big enough.
So now we're packing up, guys. We're kind of bummed out because this last morning got rained out and the wind was blowing really, really bad. But it's starting to calm down right now. There's a couple turkeys down there on the private, but there's no gobbling or anything. So we're packing up everything and headed back home. Back home and maybe go down and grab some lunch or something. But we had a fun weekend. We still made a bunch of videos. We got to shoot our new shotguns. Used the camp chef to make some cooking videos and got to hang out with the pals.
Some fresh air, okay? That's all that really matters. Now we're reset. We can go about our business for the next week until we can do it again.